Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel that I just talk random hockey talk. And mostly, of course, Sabres talk. And guys, I've been going down memory lane a lot tonight. I want to talk a bit about what's going on. Before we start, I'll show you a quick visual of the logo right now. Here it comes. That's where I'm at with that. As for the French Connection, guys, the picture of the French Connection, he suggested against it. He showed me blowing up how it would look. He sent me pictures and it would look blurry. It's not a good picture, you know? And so I found a picture on to buy of that $575. I'm like, are they out of their minds? Like Getty Images are out of their minds. I don't get how they think they can charge $600 for a picture. Like, you know, but anyway, guys, look, it's been a hell of a day. I had going down memory lane. Whenever I go down memory lane, guys, I go through a lot of hockey memories. I don't know if a lot of you are like that. A lot of, when I connect the past of my life to the present, it's always like who won the cup that year, what was going on, what are the memories I took from that year, and things like this. And of course, as time goes on, memories kind of, you know, change a little in your head all of a sudden. And my buddy, Dave, is in stage 4 right now, cancer. And I really didn't talk about this. I kind of threw myself into like work and everything. And this is kind of how I cope sometimes with stuff like this, you know? Like I told you guys, things always hit me later. And reason I'm talking about it today is because if I'm nowhere to be seen tomorrow, that's where I am. I'm going to be with Dave, and he's in his final hours. And I just got this news a few weeks ago, really. And I just got off the phone with his brother. We were talking for hours. And Dave and I, we grew up together since we're kids. Like we weren't little kids when we became friends. We became friends around 16 years old. So we've been friends well over 40 years now. And he's always teased me, guys, my whole life about being a Sabres fan. he's just one of those friends, you know, that he sticks around like luggage. And even back in my drinking days, we drank a lot together, you know, had a lot of fun times. And Dave is one of those stubborn characters that he, you know, I can't tell you how many heart attacks this guy had, and he'd still smoke, he'd still drink. He's, you know, it's just, he's a rebel. He's just a rebel from the 70s, and he wasn't about to change. So it's, you know, life hits you as time marches on, you know, and the people around you, you lose. And you don't realize just, you know, how much. If God were to ask me right now, this moment, Wayne, would you, if you want, I can make you like 18 again, I'd probably say no, guys. I wouldn't want to relive all the tragedy we've all had to live in this life. And, you know, no exception to Dave, you know, like Dave right now, he can't even walk, and he's in palliative care right now. And it just is life on life's terms, you know. It's not much I can do about that, except try to be any kind of support I can to his family right now, I guess. But all I can do. But as time moves on and time marches forward, time stops for no man, right? And I realize that this is all we're given. And as a sports fan, as a hockey fan, it's important I see this happen in my lifetime for me. You know, if I'm going to be self-centered and selfish and it's all about me, yeah, I want to see a Stanley Cup happen, guys. Kind of like a dream, you know, since I'm a kid, that I want to see fulfilled. And, you know, how many times I'm sure you guys go through it, even in your daily routine, will you go through a memory of a clear memory of when you were at a game or playing hockey as a kid, and you relate it to some point in your life that was wholesome and good, you know? And for me, that's what hockey does. It brings me out of the realities of this world that we live in, full of disease and sickness and anger and hate and murder, and call it what you want, guys. And it brings me into this realm of magic. Because for me, watching a miracle play on the ice for me is a magical moment in life. It just is, you know. Guys will say, what a skill set, what soft hands. I see it as what a magical moment that was. Because sometimes a player, you never know if he's going to replicate that the rest of his career. Unless his name is Gretzky or Lemieux. You just never know. And as time goes on, it just becomes so important. And I think most people relate to this. So important that we get this done. We've got to win this Stanley Cup, guys. We got to win it. We cannot accept anything less. We just can't. As time goes on, when we get our next chance, I do believe they'll break through. You know, and I've mentioned this many times on the channel. I do believe the next time the Sabres make the Final Four, they're winning the Stanley Cup this time around, because it's a different bunch. It's a bunch that suffered the lowest of the lows together. A lot of these guys were together during that long losing streak, right? And I want to have, I just want to have that moment in my lifetime. You know, there's a specific moments, you know, the most significant moments come in our life sometimes without even realizing, you know. Sometimes they're just so significant we don't realize. Little did we know when Danny Briere scored that overtime goal in Game 6 of the 2006 Eastern Conference Final, which I was at, that 17 years, going on 18 years, as we approach next year, would pass before we might even see the light of day of getting that close to the finals ever again. And it might be more than 20 years before we get that close again. That brought us one win from the finals. I seen the town of Buffalo. I was there. I seen the reaction, the people, the celebration, the magic in the crowd that night. And I was on a spiritual plane that night, guys. I really was. Going down the escalators of the HSBC at the time and coming down the escalators and just the screaming going on as the elevators went down. One thing I won't forget, as we left the arena that night, me and my buddy from Montreal, Dennis, as we left that night, yeah, it was just so nice. Random people hugging each other, high-fiving each other. It was just such a magical feeling, right? As we left that night, I'll never forget outside how orderly it was, how the people, unlike here in Montreal, you know, there would be riots and everything, guys. It's bad. It's really bad when this crap happens, you know. And no riots. Everything was under control. People just went home, but they were happy. And how I long for those moments to come again, because, you know, and I'm not saying it's just because my buddy, I'm going to lose my friend. It's not just because of that. It's just because, you know, time is ticking in all our lives, and we need this to happen. Whether certain fans like it or not, I don't really care. Like, you know, opposing fans, how they feel, it doesn't matter. We need this era. We need this era to come, and we need it to come sooner than later, hopefully. Because there's people that have been fans of this team forever, and we're not here forever, and want to see it happen just once. Just want to see it happen, you know. I had a dream before the 2005-2006 season, so it was the summer of 2005. I had this dream, guys, that the Sabres were in the logo, like I have here on the wall. They were in they were in the blue and gold. They weren't in the red and black. And here we were a red and black team, and there was no rumor even at that point that the blue and gold was coming back. And I had a dream that we were 40. It was 40-something seconds left in the game. It was in Buffalo. The Sabres were up 3-1, and they were winning 4-1. And I am going nuts. I was with my mom in the dream, and that could just mean mom's spirits around the day it happens, right? And all I remember in the dream, it was a red team. That's all I know. There was some red in their uniform. That's all I remember. But I do remember specifically the Sabres being in the blue and gold. They were in the blue and gold jerseys, and whether it was the white ones or the blue ones, don't remember. But and all of a sudden, they're about to win the Stanley Cup, and I wake up. I swear. I wanted to cry. I tried going back to sleep. Didn't happen. And then what happened in 05-06 after that dream? So I don't know what it meant. I just don't know. It just maybe meant hang on to your dreams, right? You know, we got to hang on to our dreams, folks. It's more important than ever, I believe, as time marches on. And I just wanted to have a talk with you tonight, guys. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to take out little Rosie. You want to go out? Come here. Little Rosie wants to go out, folks. Hold on. We'll bring her up to say hello. There she is. There she is. That's a Rosie girl, eh? She says, you put me in front of this silly camera again, eh? We got her all dressed up. She's ready to go. I'm going to take her out, guys. I'm guessing I'll have a regular video night tomorrow, regardless of what happens. If I say goodbye to my friend or not, you know, he's down to hours. So it's most likely tomorrow. And, you know, I'm going to, like, it'll be a good diversion for me to connect with you fans tomorrow night. And folks, not fans, folks. Sabres fans, not Rome fans. Sabres fans. And I'll see you guys then. Okay, I'm gonna plan an evening of videos, no matter what happens. So it'll do me good. I'm going to get some videos, not scripted out, but laid out on paper, so I know what my plan is tomorrow. And that's it, guys. I've taken up too much of your time already with this video. Wanted to talk a bit and let you know where things are at, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's it. Till then, take care, folks. Hug your loved ones. Tell them how you feel. Life is funny. You know, time is all we have. So that's it. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Have a good one till then.